y'all have the attention span of a freaking squirrel, I have a TikTok that I would like you to go see, because when I am not posting on here, I am posting over there. And seeing as how I've been a little bit more inconsistent on this channel, I would like you to still have small videos to watch over on TikTok. And I'm really having a lot of fun with those, reviewing stuff that I usually wouldn't review here. So, go take a look at that. Let's get into this. Today we're going to be doing a pop-up parade haul specifically for Inuyasha. Trying to finish off the characters that we didn't have before, with the exception of Moroku and Sango. It's because I never freaking ordered them, okay? So I'll do a separate video for those two, but I do want to finish up the ones that I do have now. Starting off with Inuyasha, but the new moon version of him. And I really like this one. It is an Anime Expo exclusive for 2022, and they brought it back for 2023. So if you're ever to grab one, lucky you. Here's the front of the packaging. Pop-up parade packaging is pretty simple. You've got a nice clear window with their name, New Moon version, meaning it's in his human form. If you know, you know. Side is pretty clear. We have the nice color schemes that you get with a lot of the pop-up parades. For Inuyasha here, it's blue, red, khaki. And yeah, pretty simple all throughout. Next up, everyone's favorite, Sesshomaru, looking so good. We have the front here of Sesshomaru, nice big window of him with his claws going like super angry, really nice. Clear in the back, and then, dude, look at the dust on these. We got Sesshomaru's color scheme in the back. We've got like a purple, a little bit more blue maybe, khaki and red, as well as white, because come on. We got his name here, and let's take a look at the next one. Rin and Jaken. I'm gonna be honest, I never thought these guys would see the light of day.
I'm alive, but how can that be? I knew it.
So we have their names here in the front. We have Rin and Jaken with his two-headed staff. Love it, iconic. Side is simple, we all know this. We have the color scheme for both characters. So we have the khaki red, orange, and then green. So I'm assuming it's like Rin, Jaken. Very nice. I am actually surprisingly excited for this one. Two more characters that I never thought would see the light of day. We have Shippo. I know everyone hates Shippo for some reason. He's not that bad, okay? We need to relax. And Kirara, look at her. She's in her big form. We've got the names in the front. Nice clear packaging. Side is the same. And in the back, we've got Inuyasha colors with Kirara and Shippo. Let's go ahead and take them all out of their packaging. Okay, quick interruption. This thing will not go in to save my life. It's either it fits here, but then it doesn't fit properly in the peg hole that you see there, or I take it out of the peg hole. Here, you see the significant gap, and it looks, I mean, not okay, that doesn't look good, but like, then it actually fits up here. So, I think I'm just gonna put them in here, but then have the gap. So not much I can do there. Well, we broke him. I thought maybe if I pressed hard enough up here, like close it together while putting him in the hole, that it would actually like close up and hold its place, I guess. So I asked my husband if he could do it for me, and he definitely put in pressure, and it still was popping off, and then the base split. I don't know if you can see that. There we go. So this design is stupid. I hate it. Wow. Anyways, next one. Now that we got all the plastic out of the way, let's take a look at the actual figures themselves. And I'm gonna go through this a little bit quickly. If you're not familiar with pop-up parades, I would highly suggest that you go watch my other videos because I go a little more in depth into them. But because we have so many, let's just do what I love and what I hate about them. Inuyasha in his human form, aka new moon form. I love it. There's not much to complain about this. I love the folds of his jacket. The shading is done really well. I love how easy and non-crazy he was to assemble. Looking at you, Sesshomaru. And overall, he's really good. I love his human form. Oh, he's so freaking handsome. It is insane. And I actually think that the shading was done the best in Inuyasha than all the other characters, which makes sense because he is like the main character. So, you know, it is what it is. The only thing maybe that I can complain about is that his actual beads aren't like tan like there are in the anime, but that's really like my biggest complaint, and it's not even that big. So next on the chopping block is Sesshomaru. Let's start off with what I love. I do love his pose. It is very dynamic. I love his hair. It looks so flowy and beautiful and white. But his outfit is really nice. The shading is actually pretty good on this one as well. And the smaller details like the actual painting and patterns of his coat and everything are very well done. I like it a lot. Especially with his two swords. Detail isn't really lost there. And in the shadowing of his hair, it's done very well. Let's go on to the things I hate. I freaking hate how they did that stupid freaking like his fur. Come on, what is up with that? Alrighty, let's talk about Jaken and Rin. I really like these two. I'm super glad that they got a pop-up parade to begin with, because to be honest, they're not super popular characters, so the fact that they actually got to figure it all, I'm pretty happy with actually. Now let's go to the things that I don't really like. Both character painting is like really flat. There's almost little to no shading. I don't think there's any shading at all, to be honest. Flacken, hello? Jaken looks really flat. He looks way worse than Rin in this aspect, in my opinion. However, his paint lines are cleaner than Rin's. Rin's paintwork starts to get a little bit sloppy and kind of muddy towards like the tile lines of her kimono. So I don't like that. The bubbles in her actual kimono patterns though are pretty clean, so I do like that. And for the staff of two heads, I'm super pleased with how much detail there is actually. It's such an iconic, like, I mean, there's a lot of iconic weapons in this damn anime, okay? That's definitely one of them. That's Jaken. He usually just beats people with it, which I think is super funny. And finally, we have Shippo and Kirara. Another two characters that I'm super happy they got figures, especially Kirara. Come on, does she not deserve a scale? She's such a badass creature. It is so, like, easy to have her be a candidate for making her a scale figure. Like, come on. Shippo suffers from the same thing that Rin and Jaken do. He's pretty flat, although I will say he has like a, weirdly enough, a highlight on his little bang, which looks very good. I'm assuming these pieces are just so small that it's very hard to highlight and shadow them. So, I mean, I give him that. Kirara, on the other hand, looks very good. Her shading consists of basically just like a darker yellow, but it looks pretty solid. I actually really like it a lot, and it doesn't do the same thing that the other two do, which I'm assuming is again because it had more. Maybe she's just bigger and it was better. I don't know. One thing I did notice between all these guys, especially when they're together like they are right now, is that their bases start to become inconsistent, which I personally do not like. I don't like that. I think this just makes them look even cheaper, and I don't like that. Shippo's is pretty small, but just give him the same size as like Rin and Jaken. It just makes it look like I got them from different sets, and then now I'm combining them together. I guess it's a small complaint. It's up to you. Maybe you might not care about it at all. Maybe you do care about it. You know, just a thing to consider. Material-wise, they are all PVC and ABS, which is pretty standard. That's what they, I think pretty much all pop-up parades are. Height-wise, they're very different, obviously. I will put the height-wise for each of them. The only other thing is that their prices range a little bit. Shippo and Kirara, they come together and they are $34.99. Like always, it doesn't really include shipping or taxes in your local area or state or country or whatever. Then we have Sesshomaru coming in at $38.99. He's the most expensive. Just kidding. Inuyasha is $40, so $39.99. And Rin and Jaken come in at $33.99. They're the cheapest. I'm assuming it's because there's not as much material. Although for only a couple dollars more, you get Kirara, and Shippo. Overall, I actually am pretty happy with all of these. I can't wait for Moroku and Songo to come in so that I can finally have the complete set and they would look amazing. I'm gonna have them all on the top row over there. I will show you here in a second. But yeah, if you're a big Inuyasha fan, I think it's worth collecting all of them. But hold on, what about my boy Miyoga? Where's Miyoga at? I don't see him nowhere. What? Anyways, that's it for this video. I hope that you really enjoy. Don't forget to go check out my TikTok because I'm telling you, I have a bunch of weird stuff that I review and I think you'll like it. So go check that out. And I have a lot of videos coming. I'm sorry that I've been kind of like posting a video, disappearing, posting a video. We're working on it and I'm pretty excited. I have a lot of good stuff that I need to catch up on and show you guys. So yeah, thank you so much. I'll see you next time.